Well, why isn't there enough legislation that protects people anymore? It feels like that's really disappeared.
Government's always behind. If you're looking for the government to be ahead of things,
Yeah.
The famous Ronald Reagan, line was, the worst thing you could hear is, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
It's like the worst shit you could hear in any situation. He nailed it. It's government. It's like a corporation. It takes them forever to get anything done. And that's because our forefathers put in a lot of checks and balances, which makes sense in a lot of ways. Nobody just has this, that much power.
Right.
But it takes a while. So the government's never going to be ahead of things. Like I got a place there in Jupiter on the beach and fucking illegals.
Yeah.
Washing right up on the little island I live on.
Really?
Like several times. Yeah. Like, and it's been going on for like 5 years and now it's getting a little bit worse. Haitians and stuff, like, just like washing up and trucking through the neighborhood.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. They're like, everyone lock your houses down. I'm like, I don't think these people most of them aren't trying to rob people. They're just trying to get the fuck away. Like, get in and whatever, it's and
crazy.
Assimilate.
Yeah. We just had we had a border patrol agent on 2 weeks ago and it was fascinating just to see like the amount of people since 2020, is 4 times as many people have come into the country.
It's bananas.
It's bananas.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
It's insanity because unfortunately, and I believe the FBI directors even said this, and you hear it, it's like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Look at, what's going on in Israel. Look what just happened in Russia, over the weekend. It's unfortunately, God protect us. It's unfortunately, they're going to do some shit here. They're already plotting it. You got these countries that fucking hate us.
Hate America.
Just, when which countries they are. That's why, people are giving me shit when I went on Rogan about, how to handle Palestine. And I'm like, anybody that listens to Kid Rock's politics, number one, I'm sitting here fucking drinking beers. Just, you ask me a question, I'll give you a fucking answer, but I don't think they should dictate this as policy necessarily.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. That was the one thing that this Border Patrol agent said that was kind of fascinating to me was like, he said it used to be that it was migrant people coming for the farming seasons.
Yeah.
And then they would.
Which we need. I grew up in an apple orchard. I used to pick apples with these people,
Yeah.
Every season, a lot of them would come up and go back, whatever, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that was the flow. He said it was like an inflow, outflow.
And we need them.
Right.
We need great migrants.
Yeah.
I think Trump's spot on. He's like, we want the good ones to come. We love them. You're great. Most of them are, if they're Mexican, South American, most of them are like, Christians, God-fearing. They want to work hard. They want a better life. Like, great, man. Let's figure that out and get them over. But we can't just let motherfuckers just keep cruising across the border.
It's like ridiculous.
Now they're coming from everywhere. It's insanity.
Well, that's what he said. He said now a lot of them are Africans. They're from all over. He said the amount of people that are, it's not your Mexican. It's not what you think.
A lot coming from China.
Yeah.
This, that, and the other, which might be great too. But it's like,
it's crazy.
You just can't fucking let people come trucking over. Well, every time I go to Canada, I get fucking detained. These people are just like cruising across. Here's a phone. Here, where do you want to go? Let's get you a plane ticket. Like,
yeah, I can't even fly a hot chicken from Australia without doing a half a month of paperwork.
Right.
But if she's willing to camp out for 4 days, she can fucking pull it off through Yuma.
I feel like we're beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
It's like people are either one way or the other on it. They just,
Right.
I feel like people's kind of minds are made up about this shit.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. I just worry about the effect. It's like it starts to wear down on people who still have a lot of faith in like the American dream and what America means.
Yeah, we might want to make sure, we want the American dream to be alive and well for everyone, especially people that come to this country. But we want to make sure that dream is alive and well for people who live here.
Yeah.
For our working class.
Yeah, our HOA has just turned into the shit. Like, whoever's running our HOA, it's just gotten out of control. That's what it feels like.
Even people should be able to, like when, growing up in Detroit, the auto industry and, being very close to it. My father had, a dealership and was very successful. And all my buddies, their parents worked on the lines or worked for Ford Chrysler, one of the, stamping plants, manufacturing things for cars. And, back then, in the heyday when everything was going on, like you could work at Ford Motor Company or whatever, GM, and, you had your house was paid for. You had a cottage up north with a boat, maybe a 66 Chevelle or something in your driveway. And like that's, we need to get back to that, but you know, you got to get things under control with inflation and everything else because, you know, you call it the Democrats hate what the Republicans do, cutting taxes. They call it trickle-down economics because now the rich are getting richer. It's like, it's kind of part of the American dream. That's how shit works. You want to support capitalism. Yes, there's going to be some bad actors and monopolies that sometimes need to be broken up. Ticketmaster. But, you know, people should have that opportunity and it should be prevalent. You know, back then, like I said, we got to get that back. But it's like, you know, like, okay, they're going to pay workers, I think, $20 an hour to work fast food in California. It's like, this should not be a career fucking job.
Right.
Maybe if you're a manager or something, I get it. But this is where you start off, you know, where we had our first jobs, working at Kmart or working at McDonald's or something. Like, this is not a place like you go to work to support your family and career. And now all they do is, okay, we're paying you $20 an hour. Okay, a Big Mac's fucking $7 now. Nobody wins.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They just raise the price of what it is. Yeah, I think, well, you have to pay people a better wage, though. I think,
absolutely.
In some places it's still like $7 or something. Like you can't. Someone can't work all day and make $56.
Well, it depends where you're starting and what you're.
Now that's a good point. If you're a high school student, though, then it's totally different. That's a good point.
I picked apples for 25 cents a bushel. Like you know, I wasn't buying a new moped with that. But, you know, I was having a little money in my pocket, go to the movies, this, that, and the other. And it's just, I believe everybody should make a great wage and should be treated fairly. But at the same time, if that company's not doing it, fuck them.
Yeah.
Go find another job. Make yourself better. And if you make yourself at the best, whatever it is you do in life, if you're organized, you know, if you make your bed in the morning, start there, and you go to work with a positive attitude, and you try to learn, and you try to better yourself. I don't care what position you're in. I tell everybody that works for me, I want you to make me not be able to get rid of you. And when you come for a raise, I have no choice but to say, hell yeah, you're invaluable.
Wow.
Most of us want to work hard and live and be decent people, this, that, and the other. And you know what pisses me the fuck off? I mean, it drives me nuts. Every time I go in the refrigerator and, you know, get something new out, bottle of ketchup, and I got to cut a plastic seal off here. I got to take something off here. I'm like, because some fucking jackass years ago decided, you know, poison like food or like, you know, do some shit like this. I'm like, why are we, and we probably put them in jail for a little while. It's like, no, kill them. Get those people out of don't let these people breed. Just get them out of the system.
Yeah.
You know, what it does is just ruins people's lives, you know, and the stupidest shit like that, which sounds like,
no, but it bugs
I'm spoiled,
everybody.
I'll admit it.
But that kind of shit bugs everybody. It's the TSA of it all. It's like in Australia, you can still go meet somebody at the gate, at the airport.
Wow.
Yeah.